Impossible? What? What a troll. Did somebody say impossible? Hello there, Ray here. Today I will be showing you how you can rename any item with an impossible name. This works in any recent version of vanilla survival Minecraft. I'll be going over how you can rename an item with no name, how you can rename an item its own name, and how you can rename an item its original name but not have it stack. Let's first look at the diamond helmets that do not have any names. Right now you can't see too much information about them. So let's hit F3 plus H, which will show the item hints. And now we can see that this diamond helmet has 2 NBT tags, and this diamond helmet has 3 NBT tags. When you first get your diamond helmet, it'll say diamond helmet in white font. You'll see that it has no NBT tags. Here you can either enchant it or you can rename it next. Let's say you want to rename it. Let's say rename it to a new name, and here it shows up as a white font with the new name italicized, and it'll show up as 2 NBT tags. And let's say you enchant it after that, so now it's the new name but in blue font with 3 NBT tags showing the enchantment. But let's say you want to enchant it first. So you enchant it and it comes up as a blue text saying diamond helmet and showing the enchantments with 2 NBT tags. And then let's say you rename it afterwards and you'll come up with the same as the other side where it say new name in an italicized with a blue font, also with 3 NBT tags and showing the enchantments. We can see that our 2 no-named helmets on the left are just like their counterpart helmets on the right, except that they're missing their names. You might think that renaming an item with no name might be as easy as just putting some spaces in as a name, but as you can see, that does not work. You could also use the alt code to get a lot of neat looking symbols, but none of these are what we want. If you want even more symbols to choose from, you can go online and find some pretty cool symbols. You can just copy paste them. You can make some pretty crazy names with them. But what we want is a helmet that has no name. So what we will use is a symbol that is recognizable by Minecraft but has no image or size. But since we are trying to imitate the diamond helmet from Panda Survival, we will want to make sure that we put a space in it. That way all the characters align perfectly. Having a diamond helmet with no name is pretty cool, but there's a lot cooler things you can do with this. This is where name tags come in. With the name tags you can name a mob. When you name them, the default size box will appear above the zombie where the name should be. And here's one with a whole bunch of spaces. You can see it's quite big. If you use one of these name tags on a witch, the hat from the witch will block out the little box that is above the witch's head. Therefore, it appears that the witch is a naturally spawned witch that doesn't despawn. The interesting part comes when you get killed by one of these mobs. As you can see, when you die, it's supposed to say who killed you, but here, right where the zombie's name should be, or the name of the zombie that you named it, there appears to be nothing, and you can't hover over it to see what exactly killed you. One way you could troll your friends is by, oh crap. Yeah, put my blocks on. Oh. Wait. What did I die from? Or if there was a person standing right behind you that was invisible, and then their dog was invisible too, and then their dog was named nothing, and the person punched you, and then the dog killed you. You can also use these name tags to remove the default name of villagers. And an easy way to name an adult villager all by yourself is to go into your video settings and then set your render distance to low and then set it to max and then escape out of it and then start spam clicking on the villager. Then you'll have a villager that is renamed. You could also use this on a wither. This will give you a wither that has a health bar with no name above it. Normally when you open a chest it has the heading saying chest, but if you rename a chest with no name, you open it up and it'll have no heading here. You can rename your swords with no name, but when you use a sword to kill a person, the outcome is a little bit different. So I will use all these swords to kill that innocent bystander over there, and then we'll see what the results look like. So here are the results. As you can see that in each case, when it's killed by me, it shows that I killed the person. But you can see that every sword that's not given a name, like this sword was just a diamond sword, this sword was a diamond sword but with enchantments, it does not show what I was using when I killed them. You can see that the name of the sword is called Bloodbath. And you can see in the chat that they put the word bloodbath in brackets. So even if you use a sword that has no name, it will still be placed in brackets, which allows you to see what it is that killed you. Same goes for the enchanted version of the sword, where it comes up in blue text, but it also shows the enchantment, which is sharpness 5. Taking what we have learned from that little experiment, we know that all we have to do is hold an item that has been renamed for it to appear as a death screen. So if we shoot this player and then we switch to a potato that has been renamed /kill, you'll see that in the chat it shows that I killed the player using a potato that's called /kill. Now I'll show you 3 ways how you can rename an item its own name but have it in italicized font. The easiest way is just to add a space behind it, and this is noticeable, but it's pretty simple. The second way you can do is by adding one of those characterless symbols, which will give it the same look but will give it the italicized name. The other way you can do this is just by renaming it once and then giving it back the same name again. This is another simple way of doing it. The way you get stacks of items that do not stack with other items but have the same name is that you give them different NBT tags. The way you do this is by sticking your item into the anvil, then you change name to whatever, and then you put it back in again, and then you remove all the text, and what will come out is the original name but with a different NBT tag. And this one will not stack with any other ones, as you can see. Since all the dirt look the same, if you're going to make a lot of these, I highly recommend that you use some type of number system, since every time you rename them, it adds another level onto the NBT tag, so it can be really confusing about how many levels are on these items. You can really prank your OCD friends good by filling their chest full of these NBT tag items, since none of them stack with each other. In the video description are the symbols that are used to make the impossible names. Now with your newfound knowledge, you can troll like a tyrant and prank like a pro. There you have it, guys, a way you can name items with an impossible name and a lot of cool ways you can use it. If you found this interesting, show me with a like. If you enjoy technical videos, subscribe to my channel, and don't forget to comment. Bye bye.